What's up, guys? Super fast updates. Nothing I'm saying is financial advice, and I do have a warning for tomorrow. Keep in mind we have the PPI report coming out 1 hour before market open tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have PPI data. That's the Producer Price Index, giving us more details about wholesale inflation. This may cause a big move. So if you're holding anything overnight, we'll see if SPY ends up dumping, gapping down, or if we get a gap up tomorrow. It depends on our data. There's a possible inverse head and shoulder setup, but we'll see if this is a trap or not. If SPY ends up losing 555, we're going to be at risk of returning to the low near 552, and we could invalidate this. If we end up bouncing, we end up getting back above like 565, we could see this pan out and we could turn back to bullish. So if you're holding anything overnight, be careful, guys. We'll be watching to see if this inverse head and shoulders pans out or not. Same thing with the QQQ. Could this be a trap, or are we about to see this play out? We need to see this break $480 per share to be bullish. If we end up losing 470, we could turn back down to the lows. So we'll see if this pans out. Be careful if you're holding anything overnight. For the Russell, we have an inverse head and shoulders as well. I want to see it break 204 to remain bullish. If we end up losing 200, we turn back down. So give this some time. On ES, same setup. We need to break past 56.80 to really start going. If we lose 55.50, we could turn back down. But with this inverse head and shoulders, we could see attempts to bounce. We'll see if that pans out or not. Anything could happen at this point. Same thing with NQ. We're making higher lows, but we need to see it break 19,788 to really start pushing. If we can't, we could dip back down to the low 19,000s. Bitcoin also has an inverse head, inverse head and shoulders. If we break 84,000, we're looking for an attempt to push higher. If we lose 80,000, we turn back down. We're kind of in the middle. Nvda is looking bullish, trying to push higher. I want to see this thing actually break past 115 and hold it. If we do that, we could be looking for an attempt for 117 to 120. If we end up losing 111, we could turn back down towards like 107. So it could go either way right here. We're just kind of consolidating, but there is still upside potential nonetheless if we do end up seeing this play out. So watch that very, very closely. Tesla's looking more bullish. If we break past 250, we're looking for 262. If we lose 240, we could turn back down to about 235. As of right now, it looks a bit more bullish, but we'll see how things end up panning out. Apple's on a big downtrend. We have a bullish divergence trying to develop. I want to see it break past 218 to really start going. If we end up breaking that, then this could continue to get back up to 220. So that's Apple that's doing this. So watch that very, very closely. Coin is trying to uptrend. We need to break past 200 to remain bullish. If we end up losing 184, we could turn back down. Amazon needs to break and hold above 200. If that's the case, it could push more. If we lose 195, we could turn back down. So be careful with that. Meta's looking promising, but we need to see it break past 623. If that breaks, we're going to be pushing a lot more. If we end up losing like 613, we could dip close to the low 600s. Microsoft looks a bit more bullish. I want to see this actually get back above like 386 to push more. If we lose 380, we turn back down. And then Google needs to break past 170.5 to push more. Otherwise, it's looking weak. So as far as the market's going, the VIX is dipping as of right now. It's hurting implied volatility to some extent for many of these. But just keep in mind that the market's in a very, very critical place. It's shuffling right now. So will we base and see a bounce, or are we about to see a big rejection? We could go either way. So make sure you guys are ready just to be safe. We'll see what happens with this data. The PPI report is going to be very important, so give it some time. With that being said, I thank you all so much for listening. Have a good rest of your day. I'll be back with another upload in just a couple of hours. Until then, take care and peace out.